but it actually felt like I was going to fall again, and I'm just like, let me stop, please. So I stood up and went there by myself. Then people came around, people that saw me. I can't remember if it's a girl or a guy. Somebody should ask me, sister, are you okay? Sorry, oh my god, are you okay? Are you sure you're okay? Do you want to go to the hospital or something? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. You're watching the first episode of Sumaya's Reality. You're welcome. Let me reintroduce myself. My name is Sumaya. I'm a Muslim, obviously. I am a graduate from Kwara State University Malate. A little bit about myself. I like to talk when I'm with people that I'm close to or when I'm alone, like right now. Aside from when I'm with uploaders, basically. What else do I think you guys need to know? But I just know that this reality videos that I'm going to start making is going to be original, it's going to be everything basically. And from the title, what we're talking about today is an experience I had. Like, I chose this one because I feel like it was eventful, it is memorable, and it's not a good experience honestly, but like I just feel like I should start with this one. So on this particular day, like I said, I schooled in Kwara State University. This happened while I was still in school. So my elder brother, started full business in Kwara State University Malate off campus, and yes, I was his manager. I still try to claim to be his manager, but I'm no longer there. But yes, I'm still the manager, whatever. So on this fateful day, like we just started, we didn't have a lot of helping hands, like we were just managing, doing everything. Alhamdulillah, everything's all better now. So on this particular day, I wanted to go and do delivery inside school. Like I said, it's located outside campus, so I wanted to deliver this food inside school, and I was going to take it. Yes, I said that already. I was going to take it. So on my way going, and trust me, during Harmattan, it is always very, very cold in Malete. Any Malete students can literally relate to me. Go to Kwara State University, you know that it's extremely cold, like in Canada. I've never been to Canada, so I can't really compare, but like trust me, it's so cold. So from my hostel outside school, I was wearing this hood, like I was wearing this thick sweater already, and it was so cold. Wherever you are going to, you have to take bike. Aside from if you are going inside school, but any other place you are going to around Malete, you are going from one hostel to one hostel, you have to take bike. Like, it is a compulsory something, except from if you have a car, which I don't. So when I took bike inside school, the food and everything, and when I got inside school, I went to make this delivery, and I have another hostel inside school. I don't know how to explain that, but like some of my clothes are inside school with my friend. I used to stay inside school before I moved outside, so some of my belongings were still in the hostel that I was. So on this particular day, I went to the hostel, and I got to the hostel. I was like, ah, God, I'm so cold. Like this incident just made me know that, see, if something's going to happen to you and God is going to save you from it, there's nobody else that can make that thing. Like, there's nobody that can hurt you if Allah says you're not going to get hurt. People can try to hurt you, and it's not even people. It's not even about people. But like, what I'm just trying to say is that whatever is going to happen is going to happen, and if Allah is going to save you from it, Allah is definitely going to save you from it. That there's nothing that happened without Allah's knowing or and all of that. Because honestly, Allah saved me from this one. And let me continue. I went to my friend's room inside school. It was not far from the hostel I did my delivery, so I went to my hostel and I'm like, oh God, like with this sweater I'm wearing, like it's thick enough, but with the sweater I'm wearing, I'm like, I'm still feeling cold, because like there's so much breeze and like it's so cold. Then I went inside, I went to take my hoodie. Like, this is a hoodie, covers my hair. I'm using, like, as I tied my scarf right now, then my hoodie was next, like on my head. And like, you know, I told you that I was wearing something. I was wearing a sweater, and I think under my sweater I was wearing a particular top, I can't remember, but I was wearing a sweater. On that sweater I wore that hoodie on top of it, and trust me, this hoodie was thicker. If you're in Canada and you wear this type of hoodie, trust me, good luck at you. Yes, I'm not with Canada, but I don't know why I keep saying Canada, but like, it is so thick. Like, it is really thick, honestly. And upon the fact that I was wearing my scarf, I don't know, I just think with the hoodie on over my head, like, yeah, let me cover it, because it was so cold. And then I left, said bye to my friend. I took Keke back to the school gate, so like a place where I would get the last destination. From there I took bike. This is where it all happened. I took bike, and when I took bike, I don't know, but I was very certain, like I'm still very certain that I was not scared on this bike. I didn't feel like it was running too fast. Honestly, you know, like at times you blame the bike man. Oh, what did Sari do? What did she call you? What did she call you? Like all kind of thing. But like, I was just like, I was relaxed on the bike. I was feeling the everything. I was feeling the bike vibe. Like, yeah, let's go. And I don't know, maybe the thought of, oh, business is going well. I don't know. I was just so relaxed. Like, I didn't even know when any of it happened. The next minute, I knew that. You know when you want to somersault, but like from a bike. Like, I was doing all these bike stunts, like superhero, you know. Like, the place that got injured, like the part of my body that got injured, from the title I read, like my head, like I got an injury on my head here, and this part of my shoulder. So imagine you're sitting on a bike like this, right? So this place and this place got hot, and yeah, like my hand too, like got hot. So you can imagine that I didn't just fall like straight, I didn't fall to the side, I didn't fall like this either. I fell like some assaulting type of way. So I flew from the bike to the floor. Honestly, it all happened like a film. After I fell down, adrenaline straight up. I was just like, Sumaya, this is main road. Like the road was very bad before, but now it's fixed. Yeah, the road was not very smooth, so I think it kind of led to like the reason why I fell. Or yeah, it was just part of what was going to happen to me in my life basically. So like I fell, and the next thing, like, it's a very, very busy road. Like, if you're going from Kwara, if you're going from Malete to Lorry, that's the road you're going to pass. It's always very busy. The next thing I thought of, like, I felt on the road. I was just like, I don't know, I'm sweating. Sorry. So, like I was saying, I fell, and the next thing I thought of was Sumaya, bus, keke, bike, anything can be coming. Stand up and leave the road at least. Then I stood up and went to the side of the road. Like, then people came around, people that saw me. I can't remember if it's a girl or a guy. Somebody should ask me, sister, are you okay? Sorry, oh my god, are you okay? Aisha, you're okay? Do you want to go to the hospital or something? And I'm just like, oh, I'm fine. Then me myself, I stood up and I sit down on that bike man. I felt me. I don't want to blame him. So that I'm not patient. So that I'm not sin. I don't want to blame the bike man because I don't know. It just happened. So I can't say I was speeding too much. That's why it happened like that. So like I stood up, I sat on the bike. It took me to my brother's shop. Instead of to go to my hostel straight and Kwara, I stopped to my brother's shop. I got back to the shop. I knew something was wrong with me because I could feel like headache and like I could feel pain in my hand and all of that. I got down. I still gave the bike man. I gave him his money. It was 1500 mistake. I gave him his money. He didn't even say auntie, I'm check a jabo. Like thinking about it later, I'm like, this guy did not even try to like say, oh, don't pay, I feel you. But he was like, oh, sorry, and I got down and I went to tell my brother, I fell down. But like the hoodie I was wearing, for you to know the gravity of the injury that I could have sustained if I was not dressed the way I was dressed. Hey God, the hoodie I was wearing that had a sweater underneath was torn, like it was ripped. Yeah, let me see what ripped. It was ripped in this part. I can't remember if it was ripped on top of my head, so I think so, because I felt like I had an injury on my head. So I can't remember if I noticed, I knew for sure that this one was ripped. And I was like, I was wearing at least 3 outfits. No, let me say, I didn't even know the one I was wearing under. Let me say I was wearing 2 outfits, and these were very thick outfits. You know, sometimes when you're wearing, for example, if I fell or something like this, I'm just thinking like, what could have happened? And all of that. But I was just like, when I checked, I saw that I sustained an injury already here. And my head, I think I noticed that, oh, I had like a scratch on my head, like on my scalp. And I was just like, and I told my brother, I fell off bike. And I was just like, oh, sorry. Like, you know, I was not looking like, imagine if I was like, yeah, Moko. And they carried me to show like that. You know, like people reaction will be like, oh my god, what's wrong? What's this? What's that? But like, I went there by myself and I'm telling somebody that, I fell off bike. It felt like something mere. And then my friend was even like, were you sleeping? And I'm like, was I sleeping? No. I lay down on the bike and I fell on it. But like, you know, when something never happened to you before, you never can tell, you can't say, just be like, why, how did it happen? But like, only you understand what you're talking about basically. And the next day, I don't know, I think I was going for tutorial, I was going somewhere. Then I took bike. This is where the trauma kicks in. When they say trauma, yes, people can be traumatized, people can be depressed, people can feel anyhow they feel. Honestly, that's something I'm heavy on right now, because like somebody tells you they're going through something, it's not left to you to be like, what do you mean by trauma? It's just all in your head. It's this, is that. Nah, I feel like that is very, very wrong, because if you have been there, you will understand. So here's what I have to say. Like the next day, I took bike again, because like there's literally nowhere you want to go to that you will not take bike. Like in Malete, 1 minute break. So the next day I took bike. I was going somewhere, and the bike man this time around, I don't know if he was actually speeding, but I felt like he was speeding, and I was like, you should take it easy and you should stop. And he continued, and he still didn't. To me, I felt like he didn't listen. Honestly, it was just trauma. I was just feeling like, oh, this man was actually speeding, whereas I'm actually not be speeding. I can't judge from that, because that was how I felt then. So I just told him to stop, and I wanted to get down. Oh wow, the video is still recording. I had no idea. So I just told him to stop, and I was no longer going. Like I remembered the incident that happened to me a day before. Like it felt like I was going to fall again. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it actually felt like I was going to fall again, and I'm just like, let me stop, please. Then I got down. He asked me for money, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to pay you. And I changed for him. I was like, no, for you, no, because like you're not taking me far though. You're running, and I told you to stop and all of that. If I told them to stop, they don't want to listen. So I'm just like, no, I told you I didn't want this. So like, it's not as if money on you or anything like that. It's not like I cheated you or something. Then I went to took like somebody else took the bike and all of that. Then I saw another bike. Then I took the bike again, because I was already like out of my vicinity, and like trekking back was like, no, I have to reach somewhere. And I told this one to not like speed too much, and he did. And I I just tried to calm myself and realized that okay, yeah, the reason why I reacted like that to that particular bike was because of how I felt, and because I felt like it was speeding, or maybe it was actually speeding. Because why is Malete bike? They like to speed too much. They do like fast and furious. That's why they just fall down and injure students up and down. So am I done? Like, did I mention that I like to talk? Yes, I do. So I'm literally going to give you guys all the teas and everything. I don't know if you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comment section. Have you ever had an experience like falling from a bike or something? What happened? Like, let me know what you have experienced. Have you ever been traumatized? What was that incident? And I'm so grateful that Alhamdulillah It, I didn't sustain it forever injury. I hope to see you here every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much. See you in another episode. Bye y'all.